Hello and welcome Hello and welcome to how to get free art from just about any artist out there. Now this isn't guaranteed to work most of the time, but it works pretty well. So, step 1, you want to find your artist. Yes, very important. You need to have an artist before you could ask them kind of how that works. Now you want to look for one that has a good style that you like. Some people will draw one way and other people will draw another, if that makes any sense, which I sure hope it does. Yeah. So select the type of artist that you want to get your art from. In this case, we're going to use this person because we don't like that style as much. So we're just going to get them off the list. Perfect. Now that that's done, you want to check this artist's biography. Now this is on everyone's profile somewhere. You'll have your username and this cute little thing called a biography. And in that small biography, right there, there should be something called commissions. I can't spell it. Now you want to see, and this could be a vary of green checks, or red X's, or open, or closed. Now, for the green checks and the opens, those both equal DM the artist. Very good. Yes, DM or PM for you weird people. Private message. Yes. Now, if you see an X or a closed, then chances are that you are not getting art from them soon. Now you can always wait if you're patient and you really want their art, but right now, it's a no can do. So once you DM your artist, then you will say something like, hey, I like your art. What are your commission prices? Now I said prices. Funny how that works, because believe it or not, this artist puts hours or days into their work. It's not some 5-second doodle like this. It takes an insanely long amount of time, and you are paying for their talent. You would not take your car into Jiffy Lube, and ask them to fix your car for free. You wouldn't do that. That's not how that works. They spent their time learning how to fix your car that way they could do it. But they need to be paid for that. And a lot of times, that money goes into buying more materials to make more art stuff. That's, or even better yet, this money can go to feeding your artist. Because, believe it or not, some of these artists don't have stable jobs. Whether it be because they're in a tough place, they lost their job because of the coronavirus, or anything else. This artist needs its food, but to get the food, they need the money, which is probably why these commissions are open. Or maybe it's just for fun. That could also be it, but it's not. It costs the money, okay? It costs money. So, if you have the money, then everything's a go. If the artist says yes, they approve of whatever you're asking for, whether it be a fire-breathing dragon or whatever that is, if they say yes, it's a go. Now, you also want to listen for what the artist says they're going to pay with. This could be PayPal, Cash App. Some artists like paper money, so you would mail it to them. They probably won't ever give you their bank information because that's their bank information. But there are lots of options. The most common one I see is, of course, PayPal. Some artists will even trade for things like Toy House codes, if you have one of those. I traded a piece of art for Toy House code, and everything went great. You could offer them Nitro. Now, don't always expect that to work, because you never know what the artist wants, so you want to communicate there. You want to be open, and you want to be as friendly as possible, because the nicer and the friendlier you are to the artist, the more excited they are to work with you. And believe me, we really appreciate it. You wouldn't believe the stuff I've heard from people. I made a mess. Anyways, so you understand the process. Find your artist, one art style you like. Check if their commissions are open. If they are, tell them your idea, ask them what they think of it. If they approve, then you can go ahead and pay them the money. Or maybe you give them the money afterwards. Probably not, just because the artist doesn't want you backing out and just scamming them like that. I was gonna say backstabbing. But a lot of artists will also send you progress pictures. So here is my sketch. Do you approve of this? Does this look okay? Is everything all right? I don't want you to waste your money. That's what the artist is doing with that. If you approve, then the artist will continue. If you don't approve, the artist will talk with you and see what you want to fix. But try not to change everything about the art. Like, don't say, well, I think the ear should be down more. I think one eye needs to be closed. Never mind, let's scrap the whole thing. That's just, you're making it harder for the artist. I get that you're indecisive, but you're making it harder. But yeah, now you know how to successfully get art from an artist of your choosing. And now you are welcome to use this information as you please. Now, something to keep in mind is that everything is priced for a reason. A lot of the times, the reasoning behind the price of something is chosen by cost of materials. If it's emergency commissions, it could be how much they need to make just to survive, like if they're trying to pay rent for it, so we'll do negative money. It also takes into account, like I said, the time used and the talent that the person has. Because if someone is drawing stick figures, that is not going to be worth $60. I'm sorry to say it, but it's not. We're talking $60. You're getting a fully shaded, possibly a full body drawing of your character or your pet or yourself if they're a human artist. Also, designing things, like if you ask for what is often known as a custom, then you're also paying for their designing skills. Because there are some designers that will give big teeth and big horns and 16 tails and big claws, and you have other artists that will design you a very pretty what is that face? Pretty pupper. That's just absolutely beautiful. It's got these nice patterns on it. Just a very nice OC. Original character, for those of you who don't know. So, like I said, it's been thought about a lot. And you asking for that discount is saying, hey, I don't think your art is actually that good. Can you do it for free, or can you give me like 60% off? I just think your art is too expensive. It's not really worth that. The artist puts so much time into everything. I have been drawing for about 3 years now, and it takes me almost 2 hours for every complex piece I do. And I am 14. There are people who will spend 20... That's not a 24. Who will spend 24 hours plus on your artwork because they want it to be amazing just for you. So, yeah. Pay your artist, respect their decisions, be nice and open about it, and the artist is most likely willing to work with you. If you're a couple dollars short, they can probably take away a couple things and discount it that way. You're going to lose a couple things, but you're still getting your artist's work, so please, follow this. I know I made absolutely no sense. You can probably barely hear me, but it's fine. And now everything will be